Hey, this is Philip from Blockli. I'm excited to introduce a new product feature that we just released for the BuddyBoss app, and that's the custom post screens for the BuddyBoss app. Now, if you are familiar with the BuddyBoss app system, you will know that up until now, the only way that you can actually display or showcase your custom post types in the BuddyBoss app is through a web format. So natively, out of the box, BuddyBoss has custom React Native screens for post types such as LearnDash, Tutor LMS, and the regular WordPress blog post. Now, if you have other custom post types like Modern Events Calendar, Tribe Events Calendar, or any custom post type that you have, those posts will actually be open as in-app browsers. But today, I'm excited to announce that we're going to be saying goodbye to web fallbacks and in-app browsers, because now Blockli would allow you to display your custom post types natively in the BuddyBoss app. So let's jump in here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here I have my phone open here, as you can see here. This is a bunch of other blocks that we have here. This is our podcast block, if you don't know. So if we jump in here and we check out this event right now, this event is going to open as a custom native screen in the BuddyBoss app. Yes, this is the BuddyBoss app. And if I hit here, go back here, I can view these and I can go to the see all section, and I can here, you would see the whole list of all the events that you have on your in your app. So we'll come here too, because this is still a demo data here. Now jump in here and you can see this is well nicely done. And if I hit here, it will open up the in-app browser for me to purchase this for free events. We've also done in such a way that when you click here, people can actually register. We're going to walk through this later on in the video. So how did we accomplish this? This is a very simple way to deploy something like this. This template will work for any custom post type, right? But we are going to use this for events. You can use it for anything really, as we begin to talk about it. So how do you get this? Now, if you head on to Blockli website and you go to templates, now on the templates here, what we are actually doing is that we are building out a library of templates that you can purchase and deploy into your BuddyBoss app. Now, prior to this time, we launched Blockli AI. Basically, Blockli AI is a functionality that we have that allows you to take screenshots of any UI design layout that you have, and then have that written with AI and coded with AI in our plugin, which will eventually integrate that into your BuddyBoss app. But we're taking that a step further to now begin to provide pre-made templates. So for example, here, this is the first template that we're launching. This one is coming on just right before Christmas. This is already available. We're going to be having like tens of templates here for different things like WooCommerce products, most of any custom post type out there. You can find a template that fits into what you want. So this is the first one that we just released, which is the one that we're just going through right now. So this template that you're seeing here, right here, that's this template that we have right here. So, and it adapts to your BuddyBoss app branding. So if you see in this case, my app is actually in a sort of like in a dark mode. And so that basically adapts to that. Now, how this is going to work is if you come in here, you can just purchase this template for $59. Now, by the way, these templates, like this one, you can see here, this is about, pre-built with 30 hours of development work, which is equivalent of like $1,800 in development costs. Because, if you count that at $60 per hour, which is what we charge, that becomes super expensive. But what we've done here is that we put in so much time to build these templates, and you just purchase them for just almost nothing. And the good thing also is that you can also get our all access license, which means that you can download as many templates as these templates are coming out. You can just grab them. You don't have to pay for them individually. So right now, all access is going for $99, but the subscription rate will be $199 per year. But we're doing an introductory pricing where you can get that for $99 right now. And now let's kind of get into how this whole thing works. So first thing you want to do is you come in here, you purchase this template, and you must have an active Blockli subscription in order to use these templates, because these templates are part of the Blockli system that is integrated into the BuddyBoss app. So you have to have a Blockli subscription in order for you to use this templates. Now, when you come in, you purchase a template, and after you purchase a template, you're going to get a license key. Now, with that license key, you can go to our one-click deploy system. So what is one-click deploy? Basically, this is just, we've sort of taken out all of the work that you would have to do in order to integrate a template like this into the BuddyBoss app. All you just have to do is just come here, put in your WordPress URL, select template. So right now it's the event booking template, and then you put your WordPress URL here, and then you put the license key that was given to you when you purchased that template, and then you just hit submit. Now, once you hit submit, what's going to happen is that it's going to trigger a whole, chain of events, meaning it's going to deploy that template both into your BuddyBoss app as well as on the WordPress website. So I've already deployed this. Now, once you do this, if you go into the backend, so let's jump quickly here into app pages here. So the next time I add an events block here. So by the way, if you go to blocks, and you can search for, events. Now, these are event blocks that are built and generated automatically by Blockli custom post block plugin. So in this case, we've got, I have modern events calendar and tribe events calendar here. So once you drop an event here and you go down to here where it says, you should choose a block template. Now you can see this is that block template that we have here. You select that, and that's going to display exactly, that template for you. Now, once you have that, deployed into your site, you want to go to here, Blockli, and then you're going to go to custom post blocks. Now here in the custom post blocks, you go to the where you map the custom fields. Now we're going to go and select the modern events calendar, and you can see here I have a bunch of all other templates that are here. So as you keep purchasing templates and deploying into your BuddyBoss app, those templates will all show up here. So in this case, this is this template that we just purchased, and then this is where you're going to map the various fields that are going to display in that template. So in this case here, if I go into the detail screen of this template right here, so you can see here I have a badge here, which basically this is mapped to categories, the title, the date, the content, and then so all of these things are different fields that you can swap around. So the first fields that you want to map are your block fields. So the blocks are the ones that eventually show up in the app page. So if we go here in the app page, you see the block here. So you can see here we've got a title, we've got a date, we got a location, time, and the price or cost of that, purchasing that event. Now, what we've done is that we sort of created placeholders. So you have Blockli field 1, block field 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, these are placeholders that are already pre-built into these templates in React Native in the BuddyBoss app when you make a build with Blockli. Now, you can dynamically swap out what these fields would actually hold. So think about these block fields as containers, right? So in this case, this block field 1 is mapped to locations here. So you can see here, that's California. And then our block field 2 is mapped to the event start time, and then which is 10 p.m. And then, of course, the event start date, which is this 29th of March you're seeing here, and then the event cost. Now, what is going on here? If I click here, you will see that you have a bunch of fields to select from your custom post type. So, I mean, of course, by now you should be familiar with custom post type if you're already at this point. Every custom post type will have fields that are associated with it. So let's say, for example, let's go to modern events calendar here. Actually, let's use, yeah, let's do this one here, make calendars. And then let's open up this one. So here you see all these fields here. So that's what I mean by those custom fields. So these fields are the same things that we are basically displaying for you here. So you can see here. So you can map any of these fields into these placeholders. So you might decide, instead of mapping location here, you will map category, or you will map whatever, you know, whatever fields that you want, right? Now, but what we've also done for the sake of simplicity, we have a section of these fields called Blockli fields. Now, these Blockli fields are fields that we specifically sort of used for developing or designing these templates. So in this case, you have the event content. So you can map this event content to the section where, when we get to that part, or you can still choose the make events content. So now, what's the difference between this make events content and the Blockli events content? They're essentially the same thing, but the Blockli events content, we sort of we sanitize that, we control that, we fetch it. Basically, we're fetching it actually from this custom field here called make events content. But why we do that is so that we can actually control like what happens there, just in case, right? If things, you know, start going crazy for you. So you can use the ones that we've sanitized, or you can still use the default, like, you know, the one that comes, you know, with your custom post type already, right? So you can map any of these fields to this. So here we have mapped all this. Now the next thing to map is the detail screen. So of course, if I click here and go in here, I need to map this, right? So you come here, you go to detail screen. Now the good thing is that if you see here, we've already mapped block field 1, 2, 3, and 4 to these particular fields, right? Now when you go to the detail screen, those fields are disabled because they've already been mapped. You can't change them, because if you change them here, that means you're also changing them on the you know, in the blocks. So they are already grayed out, meaning that you've already mapped those. So now you need to map the rest of the fields that are in the detail screen. So if we are to go to a detail screen here, we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have about 7 you know, fields or elements in this screen. So that's basically what you're mapping here. So block field 5 is mapped to the Blockli event content, and you can still map this to the make event content here, but you know, you can use this one. And then block field 6 is mapped to the Blockli event end time. So if I were to go back here, you can see here, this event starts on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., right? So you have the event start time and the event end time. So that's what we're mapping there. And then this badge you see here that is virtual, that's what is mapped to categories. So if you click here, you can map that to your categories, or you can map that to locations or organizers or labels, whoever, or even opening hours, whatever you want, right? You can map that. And then the next screen that you're going to map will be the directory screen. So of course, by the directory screen, we're talking about this see all. So when you come here, you know, each of these cards that you're seeing here, you know, how we're going to map this. So you come here, you go to here. Now that is already mapped because, you know, you've already mapped block field 1, 2, and 3, you know, here, right? And so that's why, you know, this is grayed out. So basically you're going to be reusing your block field 1, 2, and 3 here. So in this case, this is our location, this is the title, this is the price, and the of course this is the you know, the date here, right? So you know, that's how that works. So you map all of that. Then once you're done, you're basically just gonna go ahead and just click save. So let me pull this over here, and we just click save. Now once we do that, this saves that structure. Now the good thing is that this is so dynamic. Like, even after you've deployed this into your BuddyBoss app, if you want to change out the content, the data, the mapping, just come here, change it, save it, refresh your app page, and then voila, all of that is just going to be there. So that is it with mapping this. Now let's kind of go into some of the features of this thing that we've built here. So if we jump in here, we're going to see, of course, we've got all these fields here. Now when you hit, so let's actually use this one. So come in here, this one doesn't have content. So let's come in here, right? If I hit here, it goes to the in-app purchase. So we integrated this with the BuddyBoss in-app purchase or BuddyBoss access control. So how did we do this? So if I come here now, let's go to, let's jump in here. We'll go to BuddyBoss app, and then we go to access controls. So let's just do access controls here. Now on the access controls, you're going to go to events. Now you can see those two events, right? Inside Stripe sessions and virtual products. So here we've configured an access control to this particular event right here. So if we go here to check this out, you can see here that we have set a particular access group. So of course, you can watch the video from BuddyBoss, which we're going to include in the link as well in this video, on how to set up your access groups, right? So once you set up an access group, you connect that, and then here we've set it such that an event, we're saying that you have to go to a particular in-app product to actually purchase or sign up for this event. Now once you do that, this could also work with like Membership Pro, WP Fusion, whatever integrations that you can work with when it comes to access control for the BuddyBoss app. You can basically use that as well to do that. So we've got this all set up here, and we've set it such that it's going to an in-app product. You can also set this to actually go to an app page or a product screen, right? So what that will mean is that when somebody comes to the event and click to get a ticket, it will redirect them either to an app page if that's what you configured in the access control, or a product screen, or actually an in-app product, right? Now, what if an event is free, right? But you still want to collect registrations, for people to sign up or RSVP for free events. Now, what you can do, what we've done here is that we've integrated webhooks into this. So right here, this is a free event. If I hit this, it pulls up this nice registration card. Now, once I do this, you can see here, the user doesn't have to fill out any information. It automatically, picks up the logged in user in the app, their email address, their name, and the event that they're going to. It's going to send that information to the webhook that has been configured with the with this system. So how do you configure that webhook? So let's come here and go to, if you come to Blockli, you go to developer settings. So under developer settings, we've given you a field here where you can enter any webhook where we're going to send that data to, right? So what kind of data do we actually send out? So you can see here, so this could be anything, right? It could be a webhook from Uncanny Automator, Zapier, your CRM, whatever. Once you provide that web URL, when somebody actually submits that RSVP form in the app will send that information to that webhook. So what we basically send out is the name of the person, their user ID, their email address, as well as the event that they are actually registering for. Now you can receive that webhook, on Uncanny Automator or any of your automation systems, and then go crazy with that. Like, do whatever you want to do with it, because you can use that to apply a tag in a CRM. You can use that to grant them access to something, whatever you want to do with that. So we just send that out. Now the customizations for that pop up. So if you notice, when we went in here and we came here and we hit this, right? So you've got this register, cancel, and then even when someone submits this, the success message that comes out, this is where you configure that. So you put register, cancel. So this is the submit button, the cancel button, and then the form submission message here, as well as the form error message here. Now that's how you set that up. And once you do that, you know, all of that works, and you can change it on the fly. Like literally you can come here, change whatever is here. You don't need to make any build. You know, you just refresh your app page and all of that, you know, automatically refreshes in the system for your users. So then just to wrap this up, let's jump in here and I'll show you something really cool. So if we go here, you can see here we have a pretty robust search functionality in this all post screen. So I can come here and search for Apple, right? And so this is pretty responsive. Once I start typing, it will dynamically update the list. You can also filter. So if I hit here to filter, it pulls up this really nice sheet where I can filter by category. So I can come here, I can filter by category, I can filter by location, I can filter by date and, you know, year, and I can also filter by price, right? So I can filter that, free events and things like that. Now you can configure this in such a way that if you don't want to, let's say for example, instead of filtering by location, maybe you want to filter by you know, some other field. Now the fields that you have configured in that Blockli custom post block settings. So let's jump back to Blockli here and go here. So now I'll go to the mapping screen and then I'll quickly jump into events here. So these events that you've seen here, these are the same things that are used over here. So your category is, I think we mapped category to block field 7, right? So that gives you an idea that you know, this is block field 7. So if you want to change this, you don't want this to be category, rather you want this to be some other field in your you know, custom post type that you want to use for this filtering. All these things you're seeing here are placeholders, right? So if you put in category here, that's what's going to be there. If you put in, say, event, whatever, that's what's going to show up there. So this is very highly customizable, and you don't need to make a build anytime you make changes. You know, like we can just go into your plugin and make all those changes, and all of that will happen here. And so if we say, for example, we filter this by category now, and in this case we've selected virtual and we apply. You can see here this is a virtual event. It opens that virtual event, and you can of course reset this. Once you reset this, it pulls everything back and you can search here. And so yeah, so this is it. This is the custom post screens, and like I said, we're gonna be releasing as many templates as possible, which is just gonna be one-click deploy. And then subsequently, we're also going to release the Blockli AI version of this. So what that means is that you can actually take a screenshot of any UI design that you have, and then just upload it into the Blockli AI plugin, and then Blockli AI plugin will simply just write that code. So let me just quickly show you right here. So if we were to go to Blockli AI here, you can see that we have this system that we can use to generate new cards. So let's see if I can, let's jump into maybe this one. Let's check this one out. So these are all templates that I've generated. You can actually go into the chat screen here, because with the way the Blockli AI works is that you can use Blockli AI by simply uploading an image. The Blockli AI will write that code. So you can see here, I have an image that has already been uploaded here, and it is just writing that code for me. And when it's done writing the code, I can actually preview, like I can do a quick preview of that code right here. So if I come here and I can launch Snack, and it will open you know, this for me to see what the, you know, the code look, whatever the code was. So let's just give this a minute to pull up, right? And then we're gonna pull this up here, and you can see here. So this is like, you know, this card, right? So it has already done this for me. And then if I just X out of here, and then I can go to the next screen, which is where I'm gonna start doing mapping. So if I were to go over here to do the mapping, you can see here when I come in here, I can select the screens. Now I'm gonna make a tutorial on this because that's not the focus of this particular video, but I'm going to make a tutorial on this, on how you can just take a screenshot. Our system will write the code, and then you just simply do the mapping, just like we're doing in WordPress, and deploy this into your GitHub repo, and then voila, it is, you know, live and direct into your BuddyBoss app. So yeah, I'm excited about this, and you know, I hope you guys are gonna love this, and this is gonna be an absolute game changer for every single BuddyBoss app out there. So that means that you can actually completely customize your BuddyBoss app and make it look unique to your brand, to the kind of stuff that you're doing, instead of just using, you know, whatever default templates that come out of the box with the BuddyBoss app. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you have any questions, I'm also going to include a written documentation on how to set this up. And right now, if you're an active Blockli user, just go grab, you know, your all access pass for just $99 for a year, because this will mean that we are the ones maintaining these templates. We're gonna keep, you know, improving on them based on user feedback. And if you don't have Blockli yet, I don't even know why. You know, if you have a BuddyBoss app, you need Blockli. You have to have Blockli if you have a BuddyBoss app, because we've built a whole wide range of tools that can help you bring the best out of your BuddyBoss app. So I'll see you in the next tutorial, and keep being the boss.